commercials. I don't want to hear commercials. Okay, hold on. Just 1 second and listen up. Is your body trying to tell you something? The darkness Whew. All right. What's this? I think this is it. Oh. Okay, so the envelope. Okay. My chicken's away. Oh, some more fabric. So nobody's here yet, but I figure since this will get saved to my account, look how pretty. I am prepping for a couple projects actually. I was in here. This, how sweet. Oh, look at that. Anyway, I'm prepping for a couple of upcoming projects. So I figured I would hop on live and see if anyone decides to join me. It's also my birthday today, and it's cold and snowy, so I figured I'd hop on live. Look how pretty. My friend Natalie, I had placed an order with her online fabric store, and look, she said she made yo-yos and sent them to me. She sent me this. She sent me a whole bag of pom-poms, and she put it all together, and I love this. She made a little denim pocket bag to put everything in when she sent it. I love it. I might use those for these projects. So the projects that I'm prepping for, how many of you, I see we got a couple people in here, how many of you remember Bermuda bags? As you can see, this one was bought and it has a stain on it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make, sorry, this also has fuzzies all over. It's been laying on my, here's the inside. I want to make a new cover for this Bermuda bag. I'm still going to see if I can get that stain out. I think I can shift it if I put a little effort in. So one thing I had to do, and I did do a video about this a while back, long before Christmas. I found online a pattern to make new covers for that bag, and I'm really excited. It's from, you can contact them if you want. I think, let's see, it was from, this one came from eBay. It was Disco Tish, Discotish. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Hi. YouTube, hold on. I turned 56 today. I'm old, can't see. Your local embroidery. Okay. Hi, how are you? Good to see you, Maddie. Good to see you guys. So yeah, you can actually still order patterns to make covers for your old Bermuda bags. Isn't that great? So, this says it's from, so if you want to write this down. Yeah, it's not that it's a little complicated. Well, it took me a minute to put it all together, but also my eyesight is just not what it was. So you'll see, I have a whole collection of reading glasses. I'm always having to pop them on and off. The cover is Essex Wood Products Factory Outlet. Instructions for the large reversible Bermuda bag from 1979. Hi, Johnny LaCour. Welcome. So I am going to be, what I want to do, I do want to make this, but I don't want to make just a plain color. Well, technically these things are reversible. So this one is not, but supposedly you can make them so that they're reversible. I remember my original one of these bags it was red on one side and it was plaid on the other. I loved it. So I don't want to make just a plain bag. So what I'm doing today is I am prepping. I've got a whole bunch of fabric squares already cut. Plus I have up my boxes of fabric. So I'm going to be prepping for that project. Do you know who? Sorry, I do not. I do not. So, the other project I'm going to be okay. So the other project that I'm going to be prepping today as well is I'm putting out a video later today. Well, actually, no, I'm going to put it out tomorrow. I'll finish it up tonight. Do I know who Cash is? I know what Cash is. He keeps auto-correcting you. Don't you just love autocorrect? I mean, I don't know how many times I've said duck instead of, kidding. Just kidding. So the other project I'm going to be prepping for is also another apron. I made one of these and I did a whole video on it. This is the crisscross apron. It is reversible. I want to do a patchwork version of this. The video for how to make these, and I'll have all the contact information, video information, links, if you want to do one of these, will be in the bio. And that video will be up tomorrow. I'm hoping to get up around 1 o'clock. So yeah, I'm going to prep. I want to do like patchwork on one side and I'll do a solid color on the other so that way, you have options. So I will be prepping for both of these. And then if I have time, I need to pull out my denim. I like to upcycle and recycle denim, and I want to do a bag similar to the I made a rag quilt, and so I want to do that technique, but I want to make like a tote bag for when I go grocery shopping, when I go to the farmer's market, things like that. But I want to make it out of something really sturdy because sometimes I can really overstuff a tote bag, and so I would really like to do it like out of denim, and I'll line it with flowers or something pretty. So, but anyway, I thought you guys could hang out with me if you want to hang out with me for a little bit. I'm celebrating my 56th birthday today, and it's cold, snowy. There's nothing to do, and I thought I would hang out and meet some new people. So, anyway, I am going to start. And I may start cutting out some of these squares. I'm going to start by picking out patches for the Bermuda bag. See you, Johnny. Have a good day. I don't know what colors I really want for the Bermuda bag. And I'm going to let's see if I can. I'm going to go ahead and button this back on for now. Some of these projects I will do videos for, but I'm thinking for a couple of them, I might do them on live. Johnny, I thought you said goodbye. See ya. I mean, if you don't like sewing, I totally get it. I am not everybody's cup of tea. And that's all right. I am sure there is a live or a video out there that's just for you.
Pack their lunch bags with deals on their favorites from DG. Shop huge savings on the snacks and brands they know and love. Find these instant savings
And
at your local
more commercials. Great. All right. So we'll set this here so that I don't have to keep picking up the Bermuda bag.
I also have access to live experts that can fill in the knowledge gap for me.
Learn more about QuickBooks and live experts. Consciously true.
All right, let's sort these out by color. Oh, I've got lots of gray. And somehow denim patches ended up in there. That's okay. Lots of Yep, that could go in here. I have not been through this thing of patches and fabric squares in a long time. So I want to take a quick second just to kind of sort out and then put together some color schemes. Now for the Bermuda bag. Oh, you can't see it on the camera. Let me move it over here. Stand up. There we go. For the Bermuda bag, I want to use smaller, obviously, squares. When I do the prep for my apron, I would then use a much bigger square pattern for that. Looks like I got lots of pink, or things that relate to pink. I do wear a lot of pink. Obviously not today because that's too multicolor. We'll put that over here. Okay. I think for when I do the prep, let me show you the size I plan on using. And for those who just joined, I'm going to be prepping for doing a patchwork version of this apron. And I think the size, I think I will go with like this size of a square to cut out patches. And that will leave me plenty of seam allowance and such for when I put it together. So I will actually keep this out because when I start prepping for that, I'm going to need to, some of my scraps, fabric scraps, are much bigger than others. So I will turn you around so you can kind of see what we're working with here. There we go. There we go. The first thing I'm going to be working on are finding enough squares to sew together to make a cover for my Bermuda bag. These are really multi. Any of them that's like super multi, I'm just giving them their own stack. I've got loads of pink. Maybe that's a sign that I need to do pink, because I am seeing all kinds of pink and pink related. Look at this. My gosh. Maybe pink is the color to go with. I do have a lot of, well, I've got some black. All black and white would be cool too. But of course, that doesn't mean I can't make more than one. Yeah, I need to turn this around just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Yep, more black. I have loads of black and white one would be really cool. Because I have polka dots. There's oops, don't fall on the floor. Of course it fell on the floor. So if you're just joining, as you can see, if you can see in the messages, had my first troll. He was a delight. Stripes, black and white floral. So that would be cool too. I have loads of red. That would be cute with red, or I could mix it with the black and white if I decide to go with black and white. I love the little ladybugs. That was some beautiful fabric. I wish I had more of it left. And we have, okay, let's start another stack. We're going to start a stack of blue. It looks like overall I did pretty good at keeping my colors together. For those who just joined, I am going to be working on, I'm trying to get together a color pattern and patches. I have purchased this. Do you remember the Bermuda bags from the 70s and 80s? This is not my original one. I had an original one that was red on one side, was reversible there, so I was plaid. I loved it. And I wanted one. I wanted another one. So I found this online, and it came, but it had, look, a little stain on it, which I want to try to get out. But I want to do a patchwork cover for the bag. I just thought it would be really pretty. That, and I absolutely love patchwork. So that's the first project I'm prepping for. The other thing that I am going to, there we go. The other thing I am going to prep is I'm putting up a video tomorrow on how to make the crisscross apron. This pattern is by Mary Mulari. I will include all the information on links on how to find this pattern. And then I did a tutorial on making one. But I want to make another, and I want to do a patchwork version. So patchwork on one side, and probably just a solid color on the other. I love the way this apron fit. I like the way it hung. The pockets were, they were perfect. They're, perfect deepness for, so, if you're cooking and, you bend over, you're baking, you bend over to grab something out of the oven, and you have your phone in your pocket, which I always do. It doesn't go flying. So that is what I'm doing. I'm doing that and celebrating my 56th birthday today. Because it's cold and snowy and there's not much to do. That's really pretty, but I guess I'm trying to decide if I think that should go with gray or blue. I think it should go with gray. And blue. More blue. Wow, I got lots of blue as well. I think the other thing I'm going to do with gray, with the bag, the Bermuda bag, is I am going to, wow, loads of blue. This whole collection right here is all blue. Look at that, little polka dots, stripes, paisley, flowers. So may have to make a blue one at some point too. I have loads of squares. This is great. That's pink. Oh, I have some white eyelet, which is very pretty. Beige. Oh, I have lots of beige. This is a whole stack of really pretty beige stars and paisley. Oh wait, that one's not beige. Oh well, it has a lot of beige in it. It does have some in it. Isn't that pretty? And oh, I really like that. That's really pretty too. Okay. All right, so we'll start that stack here. Ooh, that's really pretty. I wish I had yardage of this. This is really, I love that floral. And this goes with gray. Look, little tiny scraps. We'll put that over here. Orange. And I'm not a real fan of orange. It doesn't look good on me. Oh, and we have a stack of green. I'm trying to decide if I should put that with green or beige. I think we'll put that with the beige. I don't get yellow. I don't have a lot of yellow because, again, although I like yellow, it does not look good on me. I would say this goes with gray. These all coordinate pretty well with green. Okay. So now, and the greens are very pretty, as you can see. But, although I wear green, I don't wear a lot of green. So I think, I mean, I can always make more than one, right? So I think, what color am I going to go with? You know what? Let's go with some preppy colors. Let's go with, we'll go with the pinks. And then if we need to, I can add some of the green. Green? Do I want green? Gray. That'll be very vintage. Does ever... Hi, Angelique. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the birthday wish. I am entertaining myself. I don't know how entertaining I am for others, but I am working on, I'm prepping a couple of projects. And so I just finished deciding out of all of these stacks, and these are all bunch, I ordered some of these squares and some of them were just ones that I have cut. I just went through and picked out a bunch of fabric to go, oh, this goes with the blues, hold on. I grew up in the 70s, 80s. I loved my Bermuda bag, and my original one somehow got lost in one of the many moves that I did. It was red on one side, plaid on the other. I loved it. So I bought this online a few months ago, and it has stain on it. So I think I'm going to try to clean it. But what I've decided to do is I want to do a patchwork cover. And lucky me, I found someone that still has the original pattern from 1979 on eBay. Essex Wood Products Factory Outlet. And the eBay account was Disco Tish. But this is the original 1971 pattern. So I am so excited. I can't wait. So the first, I had one of those. Oh yeah, I always wanted one with my initials on it, and I never got a monogrammed one. I am jealous that you had one. The second project I'm going to prep for today, it is a fun it's a cute project. Once this live, excuse me, tickle. Once this live posts to my account, I will see if I can find the link for this and put it in the description. So if anybody wants to make a Bermuda bag cover for themselves, they can. The other project that I'm working on is I'm going to do a patchwork version of this. This is the Mary Milari crisscross apron. I made one. I did a whole YouTube video on it, which will be posted tomorrow at 1 o'clock on how to make this. It's super easy. I love the way this apron fit. I mean, the way it hangs. I love that it's reversible because, you know, essentially you're getting 2 aprons for the effort of 1. I mean, you can't beat that. So I think the first thing we're going to do, move this out of the way and this out of the way. I will set this up here. I want to turn the camera around, and what I'm going to do is kind of figure out how many squares I'm going to need. I've opted to do, oh, how did that red get in there? I've opted that I'm going to do pink and gray fabrics. I mean, I remember, what was it, 1980, was it 1985? 1985, 1986, that pink, gray and mauve were like, that was like the colors. My mom, who in the 70s was all about the avocado, rust, goldenrod, went from that to full on pink, gray, and mauve everywhere. And so did my grandmother. Both of their houses. Mom had her couch completely reupholstered. So this is very, we're going to consider this retro. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you how I'm going to lay this out. I'm going to grab my pins and we're going to figure out how many squares we're going to need and how big they're going to be. Okay. There we go. I'm trying not to make anyone dizzy. All right. Oops. There we go. Okay. So I'll leave this up here so I can just point to it to let everybody know what we are going to be doing. And I'll set this up here so that people know that I'm going to be doing that project as well. All right. So let's take a look. We'll start with pink. I have loads of pink. I might be able to do this just all in pink, which I'm half tempted to do. Put my glasses back on so I can see. All right. Oh, those are some fun. That's very, very pretty and very fun. So is this with the little... Like some of these are kind of like sweet and romantic kind of prints. And then some I would call, you know, like kind of youthful and just fun. Like that one has little stars all over it. Isn't that pretty? So let's kind of like divvy these up to kind of see how many we have that are like, you know, more vibrant pinks as opposed to the very sweet and delicate pastels. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this is definitely one of the, I guess we would call that kind of bright. Let's just try to put that over here. This is definitely more of a sweet. Oh, that's really, I'd love to have yardage of that. Isn't that pretty? Now I don't know what to do with these because they're stars, but they don't really bright and bold enough to go with those. But at the same time, I don't feel like they mix with the romantic kind of sweet. So we're just going to make a third pile of not sure what to do with. We have lots of that and lots of that. I would say this probably falls into the category of the I'm not sure what to do with. So does that one. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at that paisley. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. We have lots of... Oh, this is a fun print. I think, I'm not sure. I guess those are radishes, maybe? I don't know. Very cute. All right, we'll put that with the young and fun. Young and fun again. Sweet. Sweet. Oh, another I don't know what to do with. Lots of romantic florals. Some of these, like I think some of these that I'm coming across now are part of a, I had ordered a collection of patchwork material. And they must have come from that. I've had some of these for so long that I don't even remember where I got them. Oh my. I did not realize how many pink ones I have, you know? I'm starting to get an idea now that I'm looking through these. Okay. All right. I know what I want to do now. I know what I want to do. Okay, we're going to put these aside. These are the I don't know what to do with and the bright and fun ones. So I'm going to set those over here in the stack. We're going to keep the romantic floral. And I think we're going to add some gray with the pink in things that I kind of feel would mix. Like, I think a polka dot would be fine. I'm not sure about the yellow. I think this would be good. Just pretty white with the gray. And we'll move the yellow. Not sure about the yellow. Well, that's a different polka dot. Maybe we'll leave it for now. That has blue and I don't think that'll work. Okay, there's a matching polka dot so I can decide. Oh, this one's good.
Every time
Isn't that pretty?
hills, you help feed a
So
shelter,
put that
which
there.
helps make them healthy,
Not sure
happy,
about that
and
one.
more adoptable.
I think
Changing
that'll
their life
work.
forever, so they can change yours.
We'll keep
Science did
some
not.
of these all together. No yellow. I don't think that'll work. This is not bad. I don't think I want to need these polka dots. That is very pretty. Oh, that has a little pink in it. I think that's nice. This is good. Remove the yellow. I think when it comes to the polka dots, because there's two different kinds here, I think I'm going to remove the tinier dot and just keep the larger polka dot. Okay. So now what we're going to do, this is going to be majority pink. Now I need to make two because this says, just so you know, on this pattern, this is the original 1979 pattern for the Bermuda bag. You're going to cut two of each color. So that means you're going to have two that you need to make. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. There's a handwritten note on here. If making covers for Lilly Pulitzer Bermuda bags, the buttonholes need to be spaced 2 1/4 inch apart to ensure proper fit. Have fun making covers. Oh, it would be fun to find some Lilly Pulitzer fabric, like especially vintage Lilly Pulitzer fabric, to make one of these. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to start laying out some patches in side by side. I'm going to, these of course will be sewn together with probably about 5/8 of an inch. So that's going to make the squares a bit smaller. So you're going to see me overlapping them. And what I want to do is, because I want to make sure that I have plenty of room all the way around. Okay. Let's start. We'll start with this one. And let's grab some pink. And we're just going to alternate out and make sure that we have enough to cover this piece of pattern twice. So let's see. This one has gray and pink in it. And then we have just gray. So let's find a pink that we really like to go between them. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see. Oh, I like that. This might be nice in between. There we go. Okay, so let's just... And I know we're going to have floral beside floral, but I think that's going to be okay. Now for the top, let's see, we're gonna move over. Let's make this the center. There we go. Okay. Oh, and then we'll put this on the end. That's very pretty. Okay. And then across the top, let's take another of the polka dot. Hey, Natalie, how are you? My project that I'm prepping for is making a cover for my Bermuda bag. Did you? I think you and I talked. You had one of these, didn't you? Growing up. Anyway, when I purchased this one, it has a stain. I'm gonna try to clean it, but I mean, let's face it, it's white. I'm messy. This is probably not the best thing for me. So I got online and I found the original someone was selling the original 1979 version of the covers for the Bermuda bag. So I want to do a patchwork version because you've known me for a while how much I love patchwork. So what I'm doing right now is I am laying out patches that I will sew together. I'm going to have to make 2. I'm doing pink and gray today. I'm just feeling nostalgic because, in the 80s, pink and gray or mauve and gray and mauve were the colors. And then you had the whole neon thing too. So, ooh, this is pretty. I like that. What else we got? Oh, I know. We need this one. I think it'll be fun. The other thing I want to do, and Natalie, if you have any thoughts on this, because you know how to reach me multiple ways. I've always loved a Bermuda bag, but I don't always like to have to carry my purse like this. So what I want to do is figure out a way to add a removable strap for a shoulder on this. And I know there's got to be a way. There's got to be some hardware or something that I can find that it's not too big, not too bulky, but that I can, maybe add a little hook with, I don't know, thoughts. Anyone who has thoughts, let me know. This live will obviously go up on my account. Once I'm done, it'll be saved under the live tab. Anyone who has any thoughts on how I can add a removable shoulder strap to this, let me know. I'm open to any suggestions. Because that way I want to make the strap long enough that I could wear it like crossbody. Because sometimes I feel like that's safer when you're out and about. So, yep. I am open to anyone's suggestions on how to do that. Ooh, I like this one. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Oh, this one has a pink background. I think we should do this one. Oops. They're flying everywhere. There we go. It's not pretty. I know it's probably hard to see, but this is actually pink in the background and not white. Maybe although you can see a little bit better if I pull it away. There we go. D-ring and clips. I can't think of the name of the clips. Okay. Will I need a special tool to attach a D-ring? I've never done that before. There we go. I'm liking the way this is looking. Now, I think I will add... Oh, I went too far with this. There we go. There we go. I think what I shall do... There we go. We'll do a bottom right. We'll add... Let me push this up so you can see better. You can... Yeah, I want to do the strap like out of fabric. I might like sew a bunch of these little scraps together to make the strap so it matches. But I had not sure. I wasn't sure how to attach. So I need to look for D-rings. Natalie, do I need a special tool to attach D-rings? And do you have a video on how to do that? I've never done it. So I may have to have you get on live with me somewhere and show me how to do it, or a Zoom, because I've never done it before. I mean, I've made bags, but I typically just attach, my straps are just attached on because they're tote bags. All right, so we need this. Now we need another pink. Ooh, how about this one? Do we like that? No, not really. I kind of feel like that's too yellow in the background. Oh, this is pretty. I love this one. Yes. And then we need another gray. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? I think this will be good. No, let's choose this one. It has more of the gray on it. Oh, I like that.
Skincare can start in the laundry room. That's why I always recommend all.
You'll message me. Thank you. I appreciate that, because I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to hardware. There will be a learning curve. I promise you, there will be a learning curve. It'll be me texting you going, help, I don't know what I'm doing. Worst case scenario, I'll mail it to you and let you do it. I'll pay you, of course. Absolutely. Oh, what about that? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, so I want to pin these together. I mean, it won't be the final. You don't need a tool, though. Oh, good. Good, good, good. You got this. I hope so. I hope so. Because like I said, I've never attached hardware before, so it'll be a new skill for me to learn in 2020. I guess you can, hopefully you can teach an old dog new tricks. So, okay. All right, so I'm going to just pin this together. Now this won't be the order will be final, but I will even them out once I get ready to sew them. So this will be side 1. Oh, there we go. Oh. I'm trying to do this without pinning it to the pattern. Have I been successful so far? Yes. This way I know how I want them laid out. I think I'll be fine if I just sew them all together with 5/8 of an inch. Oh no, I dropped one of my squares. Oh, don't fall on the floor. There we go. I think 5/8 of an inch will be fine. I'll still have plenty of fabric with not a lot of waste. Because I hate that. So while I'm doing this and sewing together, I'm talking about I like to eliminate how much waste. This was the apron that I made. The YouTube video, as I've said, will be up tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I made it reversible. But I'm going to tell you, there's one thing about the way you lay this pattern out for this apron that I just thought was so smart. I'll have to, let's see if I don't have the pattern close by. Anyway, when you go to cut this out, the pockets that you cut come from here on the pattern. So you're essentially cutting out your pocket while you're cutting out. You're cutting out your pockets while you're cutting out the main part of the apron. So you don't need a separate piece of fabric for it. So it's really efficient. And I love that about it. I was like, it's less work, yes, but it's also, it's less waste. So I was really happy with that. I love the way the apron turned out. It is definitely going to be my new favorite apron to wear. I should have one on right now because once I start this, I'm going to have little fuzzies all over this sweater. as always, I'm always covered in little fuzzies. And so is my dog and my husband. For some reason, they come into my sewing room and they both end up covered in little fuzzies. And at Christmas time, glitter. I think it was a couple days ago, Mo came in. He was just laying here watching me while I was working on the apron. And poor thing, he had a piece of thread just stuck to his little snoot. I felt so bad. I had to, I was chasing down, like, come back here, I'll get it off of you. He was annoyed. So he just went to the living room and was just like, leave me alone. Okay. Oh, let me pin it here. Okay. So there is side one. And now, yep, see? Already covered in little fuzzies. I don't even know where these came from. These aren't colors of thread that I was just touching. I swear, it's like I'm a giant lint filter or something. I don't get it. Okay. So how's everybody? Me too. Strings and glitter. Yes, strings and glitter. Exactly, Natalie. My husband, he's so funny. I can't remember. It was before the holidays. It was probably like our first or second Christmas together. And, no, I know what it was. I was making centerpieces for our wedding. And I took these big wood pieces of fresh cut wood and I used spray adhesive and I covered them with with very fine glitter. And I did it outside. I did not open the glitter in the house. It was outside. And so, but of course, I've brought the pieces in the house. And, well, there was still glitter everywhere. And he had glitter on his face. And he got out of the shower, got dressed, came in the living room. And I looked at him like, hey, you got glitter. And he's just like, of course. He's like, I did not know that I needed glitter in my life until I met you. He's like, but apparently I needed glitter. He's okay with it now. He knows. It's like, in my family, everything's glitter. And since my mom and I sew, it's also threads. We're a mess. All right, so let's get started on the second side. And then we'll talk a little bit about what I'm going to do prep-wise for... oh, you know what? I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to make a cup. That'll be easy, though, just to pick probably about 3 or 4 pieces, because that is the sides right here that go all the way around. There we go. That part. All right. I think I should have plenty. I may have to pull out some of these small polka dots. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. So let's turn around and you can pick out some more squares. There we go. Trying not to make you dizzy. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right. So first side has been organized. I definitely want to use that. If you just joined us, I am putting together patchwork to make basically a piece of fabric, because I am making Bermuda bag covers for my Bermuda bag. Very exciting. All right, so we'll start with that, and let's do, I might have to go through my gray again. Hold on. I'm going to need a dark. Oh, that might work. Yeah, I don't like the ones with the yellow. I mean, I like the ones with the yellow. I just don't like it for this project. Okay. Yes, that'll work. Okay. So let's use that first. Here we go. And Ooh, this is pretty. I love this paisley. I really, really wish I could have like a whole. It's a it's a little thin, as you can see, but it's going to be okay for this because the inside, the lining is attached to the inside of the Bermuda bag. So there is a lining. This will just be a cover. But I love that paisley. It's so pretty. And then let's add and yeah, as much as I love this, I think this is just too bright. So we're just gonna have to add that to, remember I pulled out a bunch that were bright colors. Oh, let's use this. All right, we'll get a polka dot in. I want to add that here. And we'll put this here. And there we go. And I need another pink. Oh. Oh, that's really pretty.
If you
I
love
like that.
iPhone, you'll love Apple Card.
I'm enjoying this relaxing music. I hope you guys are. I just wish there weren't so many commercials.
Daily cashback on every purchase, which can automatically
Oh,
earn
that's pretty.
interest when you
Okay,
open a
I'm
high-yield
liking that.
savings account through Apple Card.
Okay,
Apply
now I
for Apple
need.
Card in the Wallet app. Subject to credit approval. Savings is available to Apple Card owners subject to eligibility. Apple Card and Savings by
We'll
Goldman
do
Sachs Bank USA
final
Salt Lake City branch. Member
gray
FDIC.
down here.
Terms and more at applecard.com.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so we'll put that with the rest of the grays. Now, no, I'm going to need another gray, which I will use this one here. Okay. Now I need two more pink. Oh, that's pretty. So many of these are they're really pretty. They just aren't quite right for this project. Like I really like this, but it just doesn't kind of blend in with the rest of the colors. Oh, there's another one of those bright ones. I shall put it with the rest of the bright colors. Let's see. Oh, that's very pretty. Let's see how that looks. Like over here. Oh, yeah. I think that works nice. And then... Ooh, I love this one. This is super pretty. Not pretty. I love it. So we'll put that one right here. Okay. Now I'm going to, again, with this one, I'm just going to pin these squares together just so I remember the layout. And then, oh, you know what? As much as I love this one, the rest of these have a white or pink background. And this one is kind of like natural ivory. It's kind of standing out like a sore thumb now. Maybe I need to change that out. Let's see. Ooh. And we will change it out for this one. That's better. That is better. Okay. So this way I know exactly how I want them laid out. I'm just going to pin them in place till I sew them. Now what I'm going to do next, once I get these together, I'm going to hold off on doing the sides because I want you guys to take a look at, or help me determine, like I know I definitely want to do the apron again in patchwork. I'm kind of having a hard time deciding like what color, I don't know, just the colors I want to use. I wish I had more of the sunflower fabric, but that was a vintage find from Making Space Thrift. Um, and I love it. It's so pretty. And it was one of those buys where I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I just have to have it. And Natalie, if you're still here, you missed it earlier. I had my first troll ever on here. He was hilarious. I'll tell you what. If you are so bored in your life that you need to come to my tiny little channel, talking about, my channel that talks about sewing, small. I mean, I have a small channel on here. You are so bored that you need to show up and troll it. You really need more in your life. I mean, seriously. Oh, okay. That looks really pretty. So this is the one side. And here was the first side. I think it's going to be perfect. I love it. So I'll wait. I'm going to hold off on putting together. I'm just going to grab the grays and the pinks. And I will set this aside. And I'll put the rest of... Let me put the rest of those back in here. He was just talking nonsense out of his head. And I'm like, man, you are really, really... You must have a really, really sad life. And you must be really, really bored. He was entertaining for a while, and then I just reported him for spam. Send him on his way. Okay. Let me... Here we go. This is some of the leftover from the apron that I just made that you'll see, like I said, on my my video. It will be out tomorrow. I stayed up till like 1:30 in the morning editing the video, and I got it uploaded, but I still have to make like a thumbnail and things like that, which I'll do in a little while. But these are the fabrics that I used for the first version of this, and I absolutely love it. It's going to be my new favorite apron, I can tell. I'm going to have more of them. I am also thinking about, I don't know how heavy it would be. In fact, let me turn you around before we move on. There I am. So here's, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is the apron. Let me turn. Yes, Betty is wearing the apron. I wore it yesterday. There we go. So I love it. I mean, it fits. It hangs really nice even on me. This is the large version. It really wraps around Betty because she's only a size 6. But this pattern it's reversible. So on the other side, it is a blue linen. And then I did the bandana fabric for the pockets on that side. And I love this. But I want to do a patchwork version of this apron. And I thought doing a denim version would be really awesome. Especially if I'm doing work. I mean, I know it might be warmer, but truth is, I mean, this is all open. See? There we go. And therefore, and all you get in the back really are straps. So I know it could be a little bit warmer to wear outside in the garden, but I'm kind of thinking if I'm outside and I'm just doing like planting, I wouldn't want to wear it for when I harvest necessarily because I have a plan for that. But I think I might want to try doing this out of denim, like patchwork denim. Like, I have loads of jeans and stuff that I can cut up. So that is something I am thinking of. But before I do the patchwork version, I want to do just a regular patchwork. Now this is the size square that I'm going to use for the patches, I think. I mean, I don't know. Well, I think so. I'm just sitting there like kind of measuring it. I mean, here, I'll let you guys help me decide. It's like holding this out. 1, 2, I mean, I would 3, 4, plus it goes around the back. And then just however I put it together, I'm going to get, I don't want to do a bunch of little patches. I think I want to do this, at least the first time. And you got to remember, this is a 9x9. So it's going to end up being 8x8 when I sew it together. By the time I, add seam allowance and trim the edges and all of that. So that is the size of patches. Try not to make you dizzy. Here we go. So that's the size patches that I want to, or squares I need to cut. And so I've got to be careful about which fabrics I choose, because I only have, like for instance, I would have enough for like one. Say I wanted to use this eyelet. And the whole goal is to not go by fabric. I have no excuse buying more fabric. I don't. I just don't. I have 2 cubes sitting on my desk right now, which you've seen. Those are full of fabric. There's fabric on top of that shelf, piled high. I just have no business buying fabric. This is a pretty piece. Let's see how many. I think I could still only get one out of this, though, but it's so pretty. Although I could probably cut pockets. Excuse me. This material was a piece that Natalie from Making Space Thrift sent me. She sent me just a cute little denim pocket full of just little treasures to use for trims and just fun stuff. And she knows I love pink, so. All right, so let me get the purse out of the way. We'll set that back here. Okay. This is one of the cubes that's full. I have, how many of these? One. Well, that one's full. That one has yarn in it and Christmas fabric. And the rest is, so 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. I have 7 of these. Just stuffed plumb full. Plus all the fabric that's up on top of the shelf. And then I have some cubes down here that have, they're probably pieces that are too small. Just way too small. So, let's take a look at what we've got in here. This is the navy blue that I used for the apron that I just showed you, with the sunflower, and the other side is the navy blue linen. This is the navy blue linen, and I think I still have 2 1/4 yards of this left. And then we have lots of little small things. This is really pretty. I don't have, well, I have a little bit, but not a lot of this fabric. I bought this at a local quilt store. So pretty. I took my, it was last year, I took my serger in to get it repaired. which is, it's good. It was my no, it's my embroidery machine I took in to get serviced. And they're also a quilting shop. And they had these perfect little bundles of fabric rolled up and put in just these cute little baskets and had it all over the store. They knew what they were doing. They know what they're doing. They know that there's no way that someone that comes in that sews can walk out of there without I think I grabbed a dozen of them. Another little small scrap. Pretty, but not big enough. I need water. Man, I have all kinds of little scrap in here. A collar that I picked off of a shirt. As you can see, I hold on to every scrap. I try to use everything I have, and sometimes it just gets out of control. Okay, here's some pink. Now, there's probably enough of this pink to use. Plus, I know I also have... Oh, look, a whole bunch of pre-cut squares. They're not 8x8, though. What size are these? I know I cut these for another apron that I did a while back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are 6x6. Do I want to cut 6x6? No, I don't. I don't want to cut 6x6. So we're just going to leave those aside. I don't want to do it. Nope, 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 nope. I have some pink linen-y type of fabric. And I know I have quite a bit of this somewhere. Or at least I did. It was a giant tablecloth that looked like it had never been used. So we'll set that aside of maybes. My favorite fabric ever. I still have some. Maybe I should... I have enough of this to at least get maybe 3 patches in. Maybe I should do pink. Alright, we'll add some pink. And I have some of this. This was a Tajim, who, if you are on Instagram and TikTok, you remember her account name was Scrunchy. She made scrunchies. She and I used to go live together all the time. She sent me this in a box. It just wasn't right for what she was doing, but I love it. So let's add that to the potential pile for the new apron. You know what? Maybe even if I only have enough to get... No, it won't work. If only I had enough of this to put in there, but I don't. There's just no way. I know I have some more of this. This was gifted to me from my aunt. So that's a maybe. We'll put that over there. Oh, here we go. Do I have more? I'm sure I do. I don't know where. See these cute little bundles? All tied up in string. Imagine walking into a quilting shop and there are hundreds of these. Color coordinated in little baskets sitting on top of every shelf as you're walking through. Tell me you wouldn't be like walking around going, oh, I want one of those or 2 of these or what. That's exactly what I did. Now, obviously, I have not used these yet, but they're so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. I love them. I will find something to use them for, but not this project. So we shall just set those aside. And of course, we have white. I don't really... I mainly use white for lining. Purple. Oh, look, more 6x6 squares. Lots of purple. Oh, here, this was another one of those little bundles that I bought. I'm telling you, man, they knew what they were doing. They were just... And here, this is more. I'll let you see. This was one of those little bundles. I'm telling you, if you roll anything up and put it in cute little bundles and you tie it with string, you put it in a basket, you set it out in a fabric store, it's going to get sold. Oh, here, this was another one. And so was this fabric. Is there any more that was in that? I think that might have been it. Yeah, there's more, but I don't have the fabric anymore. I've used it all. So yeah, they know what they're doing. What else do we have? Black and white. Definitely don't need that. I'll just throw that back there. Oh, this is pretty. I know, the lilac. Isn't it pretty? You know, maybe I could find a way to do the apron with lilac and pink. We'll see. Or green and pink, because I do love that combo. This was a piece, was gifted to me from my aunt. It's probably hard to see, but that's actually gold, not tan. It has a little sheen to it. It's not quite right for this project, but I do love it. Oh, I lied to you. I lied. Another piece of fabric that was in that bundle. Isn't it pretty? And these were all Moda fabrics. I love this. If they still had this by the yard, I would go buy some. Because I adore this fabric. But yeah. They know how to get us, don't they? They know how to get us. Ooh. Oh. Hold on, I'm getting down. Some of you will remember this fabric from way back. Still have it left over. Oh.
For the ones who get it,
Every apron that I made out of this sold within minutes. I can't find it anymore. If I find some, I will buy it. I absolutely love this. The vintage print on this. How fun is all of that? It is Michael Miller. Michael Miller Fabrics 50s Kitchen. I may Google that to see if I can find more, because I love this. And I would like to make kitchen curtains out of this for my kitchen. If I could find more, I would definitely buy it. This is leftover wool, which I have some future thoughts about, but I don't need it right now. We're just gonna put that back here. Earlier when I was going, ooh. How about this? Maybe I should go with like a green and pink for the apron, and you can see it has tiny little dots in the background. It definitely goes with the other pink fabrics. I'm trying to think where I bought this. It's been so long. So long since I, Oh, it's Moda too. But I didn't get this at the quilt shop. I've had it longer than that. What is this one called? 100% cotton. What's the name of the fabric? Oh, here we go. I can't make it out. Sophie. It's called Sophie. By Brenda Riddle Designs. Home of Acorn Quilt and Gift Company. I love this fabric. It's so pretty. Sometimes you just want a pretty apron. I do have some other, I have 2 more patterns. I downloaded one, but I also ordered 2 more vintage patterns a couple nights ago. And I think the shipping said they're going to be here on Thursday, which I'm really excited about. One of them is, they're both kind of a vintage in style. And when I say vintage, don't think like 1950s housewife kind. They would be like old school, like probably, I'm trying to think. One of them reminds me of my ex-mother-in-law, who has since passed away. May she rest in peace. I love Dolly. I learned, she taught me so much about cooking Italian, which is why I cook Italian so well. I learned it from her and her side of the family. But she used to wear, they were, it wasn't an apron like what I just showed you, or any kind of apron where you just have it strung around your neck and you tie around the waist. These were more like smocks. And I know you probably know what I'm talking about. That your grandma, your great grandma, they were sort of like sleeveless, or they'd have like a little cap sleeve, and you put it on like a little smock top, and it would button or snap down the front. It usually had 2 pockets in the front, and that is what she wore all the time whenever she would cook. And I swear, some of them, I remember looking at them going, my God, thinking, Dolly, how long have you had this thing? I mean, a couple of them looked almost threadbare. She still wore them every time. A muumuu. No, not, they were short. They would come to about, well, it's hard to say how long they would come on normal people. Dolly was actually shorter than me. I'm just under 5'1", and I think she was like 4'11", 4'10". But it would come down probably to like your upper thigh. I'm as soon as they come in, I'll do videos on them. I don't know what they called them. I mean, they were kind of like just like smocks. When I started searching for them, I had to put on, I did search smock, kitchen smock, painter's smock. I had to like really get creative and not search under apron. Although that is what they, like I said, they would wear them. Every old school Italian person I knew, even ones like growing up, they wore these around the house when they did their house cleaning, when they cooked, that was what they wore. But I still don't know what they're called. So, anyway, I found patterns. I will show them. I want one for myself. You can still, there's only one place I know that you can still buy them. And that is the Vermont Country Store. So vermontcountrystore.com. But I definitely I want one, because I'm thinking, with as messy as I am, I should probably have one. So, oh my gosh. I've had this fabric. This has been around since before 2020. I'm embarrassed on how long I've had this. Look how pretty that is. I could do a couple of squares out of this if I'm going to go with the pink and green theme. Alright, I'm going to set that one in that stack. Look. Leftover sweater material. That's not supposed to be in there. Leftover fleece. More leftover wool. Oh, this was pretty. I will have to do something. I don't have enough to cut like a full apron out of this, but this would be great to get some patches out of, to put with some other things. I love the lemons. I think it's so pretty. It's just such a cheerful apron. I love it. All right, don't need that for this one, but we will definitely use that someday soon. Oh, how much of this do I have? Again, this is something I forgot I had. It's not coming across very well on the screen. There. Oh, okay, there. That's more of the true color right now. This shade of green. How much is... You know what? This is a little bit thicker. It's not quite a denim. It's sort of twill. Like, it's a twill. A cotton twill. Alright. The decision has been made. I'm going to go with the pink and green theme. And this, because I will do patchwork on one side and this on the other. This will be fun. Okay. Alright, so You know, sometimes it's just nice being able to talk things out. Even if I'm talking, I know I'm not talking to myself. Natalie's still here, but, you know. There for a while I was talking to myself, but that's okay. These are just smaller. Oh, I have bright blue that goes with that. What's down here? Oh, I remember making a 4th of July apron out of this. Very fun. And I could do that again and do it patchwork style. That's another reason I save so much of my stuff. Even if I don't use it all and it's not necessarily big pieces, I will hold on to it because I absolutely love doing patchwork. I did too. This was fun. This is old bark cloth. 1970s, late 60s. I think it's late 60s, early 70s. This Americana style theme was all the rage. This reminds me of my grandmother's kitchen for a while. I made 2 aprons out of this. One of them sold like that. The other one I kept for myself because I love it. And I wear it all the time. It's a nice sturdy apron. Again, enough left over for me to do some patches to add it to something else. See, it's just, everyone goes, why don't you just throw it all away? I'm not going to throw everything away. I'm not going to put it in a landfill. And if I can use it in something else, especially if it's fabric that I love, why would I? Oh, here's some fall fabric I have left over. Isn't that beautiful? Again, enough for small patches. I have 2 sets about that size. So pretty. The apron that I made out of this sold right away. What other green do we have? I'm not really seeing. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to put everything back in here that is not green or pink. Okay, let's get. I'm going to have to do a purple apron. I actually have more purple fabric than I realized. I am sure that is due to my mom. It is her favorite color. My cute little, I have to put these, I need to just set these out just because they're cute. And I forget that I have them now because they get tangled up and everything else. Okay, let's look through this other one and then let's review what we have so far. So this will be one side of the apron. We'll do it in this color. That'll be perfect. So far what we have to make patches out of is this. Possibly this. We might make it work. We might. And then we have lots, we definitely have this. Gotta love this. And then I do have some solid pink. I have more of this. I just have to take it out. That's the real pretty light linen-y kind of pink. Pink with the white flowers. And this is a maybe. This I'm not sure about. That is, it's coming across brown. It's actually pink. Sorry. Pink and burgundy. So let's see what else we have. Oh. Oh, look, bandanas. Natalie, I'm sure you're shocked. I still have loads of it. There it is. I told you I had a whole bunch more of that pink linen-y cotton. So this will definitely set aside because that is a definite for sure. Welcome I noticed we had some new people stop in. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Today we were prepping. I've been prepping projects. I do a lot of patchwork. And so if you're just joining, first thing we did was put together, where did my purse go? Back here. First thing we did was I had found a pattern to make covers for Bermuda bags, if you're familiar with these from the 70s and 80s. So we laid out all the patchwork to make fabric so that, you know, basically a wide piece of fabric so I can make patchwork cover for it. And now we are putting together, organizing a new apron. I want to do patchwork on one side and solid on the other. This is the design. I will have a video up on tomorrow at 1 o'clock on how to make this apron. It's really simple and I love the way it fits. I can give you a little preview of it. Hold on, let me turn the camera around. Here we go. Pull Betty a little closer. There we go. So this is one side. And then it's reversible. And the other side is a navy blue linen with bandana fabric pockets. And I want to do a patchwork version of this. So what we're doing right now is everybody's just helping pick out some. I'm going to go with the pink and green theme. We have narrowed that down. And we are digging through my stash of fabric. But this is the first one I made, and I love it. This one's actually mine. I'm definitely not selling this. So let me flip you back around here, and I'll try not to make you dizzy. There we go. So what we're doing is just going through my big old boxes of fabric. I have 7 of these. And the squares I'm going to cut to put all together to make the fabric, to cut the apron out in. They're going to be, I need enough for 9 by 9 squares, because I figure that will definitely give me like 8 by 8 squares on, you know, the actual apron. So I think that'll be nice. And here's what we have so far. Oops, there we go. I have some pink linen. Not sure about this one. There we go. Pink and white flower. I love, this is one of my favorites. This is pretty much the last of this fabric that I have. I love it. And this, not sure about this, thinking about it, but this will be the one side. One side of the apron will be a solid color, and it's going to be this really pretty twill, and then patchwork on the other. So that's what we're putting together. That's what we're doing right now. Just trying to see, you know, how many fabrics I have that have green or pink. This is pretty, obviously, but does not match. Still got quite a bit of that left. I have a habit of not throwing out scrap because I love patchwork. Oh, this is pretty. But I don't know if I really want to add like specific like sewing theme, but this is cute. I need to do something with that. Maybe I should make myself a little pin cushion. What else do we have in here? This appears to be mainly dark colors. I have a whole bunch of black in here. Just plain black. I often use that for lining for dark fabrics. Fleece. Don't know why. This box is kind of random. 4th of July fabric again, or Memorial Day. I forget what I even used this for. Oh, look! I have more purple, Natalie, to add to, because I now that I see just how much purple I have, I'm going to have to do a purple one. How old is the oldest fabric in my stash? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to have to think about that. If I still have, Mm. See, my mom gave me a bunch of fabric, and she's always done that because she never used it, so she gave it to me. And I'm trying to think if I would still have any of that. I probably do. I'll get back to you on that. That is a You stumped me on that one. That's a good question. Do you have any idea about yours? We should all do. You're absolutely right. We should. You start it, and I'll duet it over there. I will. And I'm going to have to think about it. Oh, this is pretty. This will be a really pretty apron. Unfortunately, that is not pink. I wish it was, because that would be fun. You know your oldest piece of fabric. Do tell. How old is it? Or do I have to wait in here? Told you I have lots of black. There's mauve. Oh, look. I have more sewing. Isn't that cute? The little safety pins. Adorable. That's definitely not the right color. This fabric is really pretty. My aunt gifted this to me with some other fabric. Isn't that pretty? It's a beautiful, like, light dove gray background. There you can see the sheen. That's gold on it. I love this. So pretty. I am not coming across a whole lot of pink in here. What else do I have? Oh. This could be a contender, Natalie, for oldest fabric. It's not even white anymore. This was a very expensive satin fabric. My mom made. This would have been from my prom dress for my senior prom, 1987. She didn't use it all. She gave it to me. I've probably had this for when she started clearing out her stash and giving me stuff. Would have probably been 1994. As you can see, it is now ivory and not white. And it's really nice satin. I have no idea. I mean, I've thought about, I think there might be enough to make, not a dickie, where, you know, it comes down side shirt, but you know how you could just make the collars that you put on with like a high neck. I've often thought about doing it with this, but I haven't. Yeah, very shiny, because, you know, in the 80s we all loved our shiny satin. This is great. This is a contender. This could be it. I'm not sure. There could be something else older. I'll look. But I will set this aside, because I'm thinking this is it. I've probably used most of the other stuff she gave me. So I would have to say that probably I've had since 1993, 1994. Oh, this is pretty. You know, if I was going to do an apron even for a guy, denim on one side with some dark denim, green and plaid, especially, let's say he likes to golf too and cook. Be perfect. What else we got here? Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of pink or green in this one. This one is mainly like dark colors. Oh, I love this. This is really pretty. Not practical for an apron unless you're a pretty neat person, but I love the lemons. And this is definitely twill. Not as thick as the other twill I had, but yeah. Very pretty. Oh, look, I found Halloween fabric. I love this fabric. I need to do something with it for Halloween this year. I forgot it was in here. It's so cute. I love the little pumpkins. They're so darn happy. Okay, so this one's kind of a bust. This one doesn't really have much in it. Ooh, there we go. Make some tie-dye aprons. That would be fun. Okay. My goodness sakes alive, as my grandmother would have said. I got a lot of fabric. All right, let's get this in here. Look, Natalie, bandanas. I bet you can't remember what I have all those for. Although a bandana apron would be really, really cute. Oh, I am seeing some pink up on top of my shelf. Hold on. Keep wondering what I'm looking at. Let's see. There you go. That's the top of the shelf I need to organize. Isn't that embarrassing? I'm awful. When I took my hiatus from sewing for that months and just, I don't know, needed the break. Closed my business, closed down everything I was doing. I just let everything go. I did. I'm ashamed to say it, but I did. I just completely shut down. But did it stop me from buying fabric? No. Paper City Fabrics. At least it's secondhand fabric. It's always $4 a yard, which is great. But he always has too many awesome things in his drop. I'll show you. Let me pull down the pink fabric. You're gonna shake your head, and that's okay. I deserve it. Hold on, let me grab it, because I think I'm gonna have to cut some squares of it. In fact, it means I'm gonna remove this. This is the pink with the burgundy. That's gonna go. All right, let me grab it, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Oh, please don't fall on me. Oh. No, don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. Balance. Okay. Here we go. White with a little Swiss dot. I love this so much. I love a Swiss dot. I really do. I made myself a sundress out of this past summer because it was, what, 1,000 degrees on the East Coast last year. I made a sundress out of this, and I think when you order it from, it's $4 a yard, but you buy it in a bundle. I think it was 4.5 to 5 yards of this fabric. So I got plenty of it. And this would be really cute, I think, mixed with the other fabrics. I think the one thing I'm going to have to search and do a heavy search on, which means getting in the floor, which I won't do on camera. I'm going to need, I think, some more green. Because although here's what we are looking at so far. Hold on. Trying to stack it up. See? So I feel like I need more of like these shades of green. And I feel like I probably have some somewhere. And I'm just going to have to search around. Here is the other fabric that I got from, look, the tag's still in it. Paper City Fabrics. 3 yards, 45 inch. How pretty. And I'm sure I can take some patches out of this and still have enough because it's what, 3 yards. I initially bought this to make like a cool summer top, and I also have plenty to do that. So okay, we'll add that to the stash. But I definitely need to find some more green, because this will be the one side of the apron. Although I could have a couple solid color squares. I'm sure there's enough of this. So technically these are the only greens that I have. Although this has quite a bit of green in with the pink. I may have to just start cutting some out and just kind of see how it feels. And kind of go from there. So anyway, I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I want to thank you and everyone who sees this later. If you stop by and you see it, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm going to head out, I think, and start. I'm going to try digging in through some of my other boxes, but it's going to be a lot. Look for my video tomorrow. It will be out at 1 o'clock, and like I said, I'll pull it around so whoever's on here can see one last time. The video will be about how to make this apron. It is a reversible apron. It's very easy. In fact, this would be good for, like, maybe not a brand new beginner sewist, but someone who's just starting out, has been doing a little bit and is comfortable. This would be a great way to learn how to, this pattern would be good for learning how to follow curves. So I think it would be good. It's not a hard pattern to make at all. I'm trying to get myself, and there we go. Me and Betty. So I think this would be a really good pattern for a beginner. So the video will be out tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So I hope everybody enjoys it. In the meantime, I'm going to start prepping for a patchwork version of this. That's what we've been doing, is picking out fabric for doing a green and pink patchwork version on one side. And it'll be a light, kind of like well, I guess it's more of a lime green on the other. So I will see you guys again very soon. I will have the video out tomorrow. You'll see some shorts in between now and then as I start getting prepped for the next 2 projects, both the Bermuda bag and the apron. So I hope everyone has a fabulous day. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. And let's do it again soon. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try to, like, pick a day, like 1 day a week that I always go live, and everybody can come in, ask questions. We can share, share stories, share ideas. I think that would be fun. I need to learn how to pull people up on live with me, and I'll learn how. I will add that to my list of things to learn for 2025. So, all right, guys, I will see you later. Eventually. How do I get out of here? There we go. I always forget. Bye.